Okay, I'm back with the second half of my video. All of the prepping has been done. As you can see, we have a huge array of things going on here. Let me explain first what's happening. I have the skewers for the shish kebabs over here, like they've been soaking in water. That's what you're supposed to do in order to prevent the sticks from burning. And we have the zucchini and eggplant that have been soaking in red wine, cooking wine that is. I like to use the Goya one. It's fine. It's got 12% alcohol by volume. But they always say the alcohol evaporates anyway, so no worries. It's just really nice for a good little background aroma and flavor. We got our potatoes, got our cherry tomatoes. Over here for the end results, we're going to be using some ground up Romano cheese, the dried grounded one, and some shredded mozzarella with a couple little sprigs of shredded cheddar cheese in there. Got our diced up onions, and we've got our diced up, cut squared as possible, sweet bell peppers. And of course we got our baked meatballs, and they look a little bit rugged, I know, but they're going to be really tasty. And what I'm going to be doing now is putting them on these skewers over here and placing them onto this pan, which of course I'm going to spray with nonstick cooking spray. And also at the end of it, I plan on sprinkling some of this ground up Romano over here and some of this shredded cheese over here on the top, with a little bit of black pepper and salt. So let's see how things go. Okay, so now what I've done is I put some nonstick cooking oil on the bottom of this larger pan that I want to use. It's really thin. The reason I'm using that is because everything's already prepped, and the zucchini and the eggplant only take about 5 or 10 minutes in the oven at 400, which is what I have it on. I never turned it off. I just lowered it to 400. What I've done is I skewered it kind of randomly so that you just get an idea. You could be creative with these, put them any way you want, put more or less of something that you want. I just did them kind of in a random fashion. I've got the eggplant, the zucchini, peppers, cherry tomatoes, and onions, and of course our wonderful meatballs. Now what I'm going to be doing is adding our cheese. Here I have the dried grated Romano cheese, and I'm just going to take some of that, and just kind of, it doesn't matter if it drops to the bottom because the juices are going to drop to the bottom anyway, so nothing's really going to like burn there and stick and cause a big stink in the kitchen. So just kind of just do it all over the whole thing. Let the whole idea of the cheese. My family loves cheese, so that's a part of the reason why I'm kind of going nuts here. Gonna go ham on that cheese, even though we don't eat ham. So just let it get all in the little crevices and do its thing. Just, don't worry about making a mess. You clean up after you get it in the oven. Don't worry about it. And one thing about the way that I cook too, like I said, I don't really measure unless I absolutely have to. I don't really measure, and, there's basic timing for ground beef, like 10 minutes on either side and, depending on weight, and a lot of the time, some of this is just really basic. And when it's meatballs, you can treat them basically the same way as ground beef. Now, these are already cooked. So what we're going to be doing is putting them in at the 400 degree temperature. Let the cheese get all brown and stuff on it. And we're going to let it cool off. And by then, our parboiled potatoes will have a nice roasty flavor with the beef and the onions and peppers cooked into it. And this cheese kind of fused into it. And, it's going to be really good. Here we go with the other cheese. Yeah, just kind of try to focus on the kebabs themselves, though, with this. Try to focus on the kebabs themselves. There we go. Just kind of let it fall in the cracks. It's going to be a little gooey, and it's okay. It's okay. Spread it out, though. Don't want too much on one and not enough on the other. And really, it's okay if you pick up some pinches that you see fell from the bottom, because you don't want to use too much cheese. You want to focus more on the kebab. The cheese is what gives it a nice little accent, but as much as we love cheese, it's about the kebabs. And it's going to be wonderful. All right. Now what I'm going to do at this point is actually just give a nice little sprinkle of some black pepper on the top. And I got my little Santa Claus salt and pepper shaker. I don't want to use this big old thing, so I'm using this. I'm just going to put a little sprinkle of some salt on the top just to touch it up. And for more color, I'm going to throw some more of that dried out parsley up there. Okay, Now, what I'm going to do is pop these in the oven at 400 for about 10 to 15 minutes based on the tenderness of our zucchini and eggplants. And when it's all done, I'll show you what's going on. For a quick check back, I just want to remind you guys that I'm warming up some Francesco Rinaldi Rochester-rooted Italian original recipe pasta sauce. Some people would use marinara, but I really only have, I'm the kind of mom, I work with what I have on hand. So now look, there it is boiling in the pot. So what I'm going to do is turn it off and remove it from the heat. Don't know what happened to my light a moment ago, but I just want to say I removed it from the heat because I don't want it to be all burning hot and scalding hot. I'm going to be serving it to people shortly. What I'm going to do when the food is all set is do it like a demonstration plate so that you can see how wonderful, you see how it's still cooking itself in there too. So you see how wonderful it is when it's all set up. And I'm going to serve these wonderful shish kebabs over here. These are some leftover ones that are just vegetable. I'm going to throw those in the oven really quick. Excuse the price right bag. I'm a discount shopper. Like I said, I'm a mother of 4, so hey. All right, I'll return with the finished product in just a moment. And we're back with the finished product. We have the Meatball Shish Kabobs. And they have eggplant, zucchini, tomatoes, peppers, onions, and some cherry tomatoes, which we seasoned and soaked the eggplant and the zucchini in cooking wine, in a dark red cooking wine. Also, we sprinkled it with grind up Romano cheese and mozzarella and a slight pinch of cheddar, some black pepper, and some salt. Now, let's go see what we're going to do next. Got my tongs. So, I'm just going to pick whichever one I think suits me the most. I don't want to move it directly with my hands yet because it's still really hot. Okay, let me show you what I was actually really going to do for myself. I was going to do this. Get some of this wonderful sauce right here. It's all warmed up, but not too hot because we got mouths that are going to be eating. And what I'm going to do is take it over here. Right. Put a little bit more. And try not to be shy about it. Spread it out a little. It'll be fine. There we go. I'm going to get my little shish kebab that I was planning on taking a second ago. Oop. Oh, Lord, it's hard to do this with the camera in one hand and a pair of tongs in the other. And then just, right? I personally I'd like 2. I don't know exactly how many some people can eat, but I can eat about 2 or 3 shish kebabs. So we'll scooch that over. And now, voila, we have 2 really nice, crispy, crunchy on the outside, juicy in the middle, beef meatball shish kebab. And don't forget we have the grind up turkey Italian sausage. I use the hot one. And everything else looks wonderful. So, you know what I want to do also is maybe top this with a little bit more mozzarella. I have some left. Let's top it just like that. Ooh. And now there we are. We're good to go. Mwah. Actually, you know what? From all these cooking shows, I always see people take bites. So I'm going to take a bite. And we're going to see how this tastes. And I guarantee it's going to taste really good. Let me bite some of the vegetable too. You hear the crunch, you feel the crunch, you taste all the flavor. As you see, the meatballs fully cooked. All nice and flavory. I am in heaven. God bless. Thanks for watching my home cooking with Deanna. And I'm just the kind of mom that makes do with what they have in the kitchen. I hope you guys enjoyed it.